You look at a gym and you piss your pants and faint.
Because women are inherently seen as taking up more space than men. I love how immediately we've teamed up against this guy.
He's gaslighting. He's gatekeeping. He is not girl bossing.
And good night. Good night, everybody.
That's so cool.
I agree.
I can hear myself through someone. Is that bad?
Very funny to go live right at that moment. Hi,
Oh.
everybody.
I was going to say, and that's why Ryan Murphy is the greatest filmmaker of our generation. But anyway, howdy folks. New year, same stream. It's still me. I'm still PB. Today I have gone cozy mode, thus the hat and the sweater. Yeah. I'm joined by 3 friends today.
One of them is Jane.
Oh, your faces aren't showing up.
I'm
One
Jane,
sec.
I'm also here. I only show up for the devil. Jacqueline's also here.
I'm Jacqueline, and I don't show up for just Of the Devil. I'm here for other things too, and Mac's here too.
I am here. I am also looking through the MagFest schedule real fast.
Why aren't you working Discord voice indicators? I kind of need you.
No one needs to know who we are.
Yeah, everyone has distinctive enough voices here. It's all good. Alright, we are back with Of the Devil. Mac, do you remember what was happening, or anyone else remember what was happening when we left off?
Boy, we were fucking in it.
Sarah was doing some stuff. Just a
Sarah-
little whoopsie.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
implicated Sarah as the one person who could have killed.
Hey, whoa,
David
whoa.
Usher.
Sarah implicated herself.
Yeah. We is Morgan and
Morgan-
Sarah as a team.
Morgan has never done anything wrong in her life.
True.
It's true.
Yeah, that all those people's heads just did that.
That's right.
Sorry, hearts, not heads.
Excuse you, all their hearts just did that.
Yeah.
And I think the big revelation was that David Asher had been creating like full AIs, not just like
Dozens of the fucking
Oh yeah,
things.
he was like a full-fledged AI programmer.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had created like a whole little like civilization of AIs to build even better and better AIs, and Sarah was the final result.
which, as a reminder, very much frowned upon in this setting.
Some could even say illegal.
You'll get like at least a slap on the wrist, if not more.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, let's get into it.
And
Let's
just
get into it.
so y'all know,
Getting into it.
2 things. One, we do have Of the Devil episode 2 to get to once we
Come
have
on.
finished episode 1.
Thank you, I'm
Two.
Circle, for giving it for free.
Thank you, End Circle, very, very much. I know that we are taking a really long time to get through these, but hopefully we will be able to get through episode 2 before episode 3 comes out, because episode 3 is now available for wishlist on Steam.
Oh, yay.
Oh shit, I need to do that.
I have
Yeah.
wishlisted it. You guys should too. I don't care when you're watching this. Wishlist episode 3. Okay, where? I want to see the backlog really quick. Oh,
Oops.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we just
He
gone through
didn't take his
David's
own life. Yeah.
We just been through a secret journal.
Oh, yeah. We went through David's whole thing. Oh, God. I've been talking, like, all afternoon. Oof. So we are in a new scene. 12:27 p.m. July 2nd, which I think is Sunday. Because David
Mhm.
Asher died on a Friday, right?
Yeah, he died on
Yeah,
Friday
that
night.
seems right.
Yesterday we went to trial.
And yes,
Or had like
and
a
so it is
preliminary
now,
trial hearing.
Yes, and so it is now Sunday. So, how'd it go?
Well, how should I put this?
Didn't find shit. I don't remember. Am I Fran? Is someone else Fran?
I don't remember either. Okay.
I can do Fran for now. Unless someone else wants dibs.
I would say you should be Fran, because Jane was Fran and Jess.
Yep.
Oh, was I? That makes sense then.
Only reason she got in the door is because I chased that scarecrow of a platinum plan through hell and back. Frankly, it was godlike feat for me to nail down anything as concrete as the address for this, for these gogs.
And their offices weren't listed on the building's website or directory, so I had to ask the janitor.
But you did find a psychiatrist's office?
Sort of. They said they were in the place. It, looked the part.
Why, because they had couches? She didn't get past the receptionist.
Sorry. I thought because you're with the company.
No, I wanted to help. I just wish I could have done more.
Don't beat yourself up. It's hard to be even half as useful as I am.
For what it's worth, the atmosphere, the looks, the furniture, it did feel like the company in there.
But ultimately, we still don't know if David actually was talking to someone or just getting his CCE training recertified. Okay, so we had evidence, we had terms, we have articles, we've already got Fran.
Yeah.
Let's just look at Fran again.
What's up?
Hacker, but don't put that down, obviously.
I love Fran.
I love her. Sorry.
No, don't bother apologizing. She only cares about results.
You did more than enough, both of you. At the very least, they divided Noble's attention for a while. I mean it. Good work, Fran. And thanks for the urgency.
If you really mean that, could always throw in a tip. 30%'s going rate in my industry.
How about I take 5% off your tab instead?
Tab? I'm a minor. The state pays my legal fees.
Oh my god, Fran literally did that. I'm literally a minor.
Oh my god.
Almost certainly neurodivergent as well.
Don't they?
Oh my god.
Oh, Fran.
Oh no! Signal must have cut out.
Right. Surprised it took them this long.
What do you mean?
Well, you were tolerated yesterday because leadership was focused on PR. But today, you're the lawyer who put the company's hottest product right in the state's crosshairs.
I'll be alright. I'm still an officer of the court.
On a strict timeline, though, right? I guess they can't stop you from investigating the corporate campus. But they'll gladly lose your guest pass ID at every door along the way.
There's still service passageways and stairwells. Guards that can be fooled and peons that can be manipulated. If I use my other skill set to get around.
So, take mine.
Oh my gosh, Jess.
What? Your pass?
I'll tell him we got ours mixed up in the bathroom or whatever. I can be a pretty convincing klutz when I need to be.
I never would have guessed.
Hey, fuck you.
But if David knew that I was endangering your career...
I can also be a pretty convincing crybaby when I'm in trouble, too. Besides, the one and only Dr. David Asher wrote me a new, glowing letter of recommendation every quarter I worked for him. Since he kept forgetting that he already had.
Oh, bless.
And who knows, maybe I should try a new field. This detective work stuff is pretty fun, so maybe... like, I don't know, a secretary for a homicide detective or something? She is so ferociously down bad for London. He did say cops are all short. A girl with these long legs could go far.
Oh my god.
Honestly, Jess, I doubt they could afford you.
Aww.
Who's this?
I don't remember this guy at all.
This is the counter-corporate espionage guy.
What? Okay, I don't have this person on my list. So, Morgan. How did you?
Get so turned around? God only knows. Lucky I found my way here, though. It's such a relief to see a familiar face.
Right. Listen, Morgan, I'm not sure that I should actually be talking to you without legal presence.
Oh,
I mean, leadership hasn't even told us how David died. How much help could I be?
I see.
It's not that I don't trust you or anything. It's just that I think, what with the Sarah issue...
You should do whatever you have to do to protect yourself, Dawes.
Yeah.
Though, for what it's worth, I doubt you'll be in any trouble.
Oh, that's good to hear.
I like this thumbs up. Shout out.
This is what I do.
No, if anything, it's the big names who are going down.
Going down?
State was practically licking its lips when I finally left the courthouse last night. They're hungry for blood. And looking to carve out a huge slice of Noble's flesh.
What? Like fines and jail time?
In the first 2 weeks, sure. Then, sanctions.
They can't sanction Noble. We're...
Too big to fail? Too valuable to lose? You're exactly right. That's what they'll say. And that's how they'll justify nationalizing the company. I love the capital N and the capital C.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I just hope your board goes quietly instead of...
Instead of what?
scapegoating. Offering up smaller names on silver platters. Full cooperation and government oversight on the surface, a slaughter beneath as they clean house and rip out anyone who could testify. No one will believe you once you're labeled a disgruntled former employee, right?
Wha-
And if the public's lost faith in the Animate 16, they can't do a recall. Not at this scale. The state will make them do a flat refund.
What refund? The losses would be...
Yeah, your board probably just wants Sarah to go away so they can focus on their fight with the state. A tough fight, but one they know they won't personally have to risk anything in. That's why I'm hoping I can win this trial.
Huh?
Well, if I won, that would mean Sarah's not an AI, David Asher was always of sound mind, and there's nothing wrong with the Animate 16. Everyone wins!
Oh.
Sorry. What am I saying? I only meant to stop by and thank you for your help yesterday. After all, you were the one who approved Sarah's registration.
This poor
Oh
fucking
my
guy.
God. You win.
Win what?
Ask away.
Well, if you insist. Alright, let's start with Noble and AIs.
Yeah.
Humor me for a moment. What's the company's official statement on AI? Just gonna real quick screenshot this one for the future.
Same as any rational company that wants to make money. We don't screw with it.
I think that more people should abide by this rule, personally, but, like, that's just me.
You would think.
Smart products are profitable. Products with their own priorities are anything but. That being said, AI is a concern for marketing, not product development. We spend a lot of money reassuring our public that there's no risk. Because the public doesn't really understand how ironclad the tenets are.
Because you use Tesseract?
Trying to code an AI test is like trying to pick yourself up and throw yourself. Nonsensical and self-defeating.
Your scanner showed Sarah was running on Tesseract yesterday. If the language is as safe as you say, isn't that proof enough?
Proof of nothing. For an AI, lying to another system but the code you're running is child's play. And for an AI built by David Asher, something that simple would be...
Better change the subject. Wait, so making an AI takes more than time and resources? It isn't an issue of funding?
No, you can't just keep adding more data. The tenets underlie everything. The higher you stack, the more easily you'll topple.
You make it sound like building an AI is impossible, even for David Asher. LMAO? Will? Any chance you'll testify to that?
It sounds impossible. But he's dead, and it looks like it was his android that did it. So I guess he was just that good.
Better than you'll ever know. I'm gonna do Animate 16 and let's go tenets first, actually, just to be safe. I know you're convinced the tenets are safe. So how do you square that with what happened to David?
There's a cat next to a dog. First answer that comes to mind is the dog to the left or to the right?
For me, it's the left.
Let's do it.
Say that.
I'd say the dog is on the left, the cat is on the right.
You might expect half of people to say left, half to say right. But actually, their answer is almost entirely dependent on their native tongue. Whether it's read right to left or left to right.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
The language they speak affects how they process information. Their language affects how they think.
Yeah.
And it's the same for machines. People can learn new languages, and it can change our perspective. But machines can't learn a new source code. Every update's a reincarnation.
Saving that one for myself.
If that android did kill David, it wasn't because a 0 returned as a 1 somewhere. It's because there's something fundamentally wrong with it. And personally, I think it's cruel to bring something that flawed into the world.
Yeah. Unnecessarily cruel. Seraph, did you go get that desk? I need to know if you got this desk. Noble spent months promoting the A16 as a culmination of David Asher's work. Yeah! I'm so glad that somebody that we know owns this fucking desk. Jane, we've got to send you,
Oh god.
we'll get someone to forward a video of this desk that Riley found at a consignment shop for like $65. It's like a full, it's like a full armoire, like fold out desk. It rules. Everyone was like,
Oh,
I'm sorry, $65.
My parents still have one because that's where the family computer lived for years when I was growing up, and now it's like home for a laptop and a printer.
Amazing, amazing.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. All right, culmination of David Asher's work. So now that marketing line is suddenly a huge liability, can you tell me how much he actually contributed?
I mean, he was involved in pretty much every step of the process, but his design for synthetic motor neurons, that was the big one.
The components that allow your warm androids to move realistically?
It pushed the timetable for warm androids ahead by years.
And yet, compared to what goes on in Sarah's brain 1,000 times a second, David was only giving the company the most meager of the fruits that his private work bore. So if Noble ever did find out how much he and his assistants had achieved, they would feel that he had been holding out on them. And the company, they were appreciative of his contributions?
I'm sure the researchers that he overtook by leaps and bounds weren't pleased. But the board was very enthusiastic.
So would that spur them to be protective of David? Or would they fear that he was gaining too much influence, becoming irreplaceable? No, they need a strong motive to justify killing their golden goose. Mere paranoia isn't enough. With these people, it has to be the bottom line. And the easiest way to threaten their bottom line would be screwing with their androids. Oh, big so. In light of all that's happened, one has to wonder if the A16 is...
Compromised? I stayed up all night sick with dread at the idea. But the data just doesn't support it. Sales have been strong.
and the A16 base code was locked in over 2 quarters ago. If there were an issue, we would have caught it by now. And I would have been axed a long time ago.
How many A16s are out there anyway?
We just passed 9 million sold. Not flying off the shelves like the 14 or 15 so far, but the profit margin makes up for it.
You mentioned data.
Yeah, practically got the spreadsheet seared into my retinas. What do you want to know?
Error reports, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do the error reports look like? Are customers reporting a lot of issues?
Error counts are markedly low compared to the last gen. Mostly hardware complaints, it looks like. Batteries running out too quick, eye tracking off by a degree or two.
Typical stuff?
As cliched as it sounds, 99% of these things get fixed once they turn auto updates back on.
That sounds right. So, no killer robots getting filed away under bug reports. Show me the distribution patterns. How and where are they being sold? What's the distribution pattern look like?
They're distributed like you'd expect. Places where there are more people, there are more androids. Places where there are more people, coastal cities like ours, of course, have the most of both. And since the A16 in particular is marketed as being relatively luxury, relatively consumer, they don't sell well outside population centers. They can do the rural hard labor jobs, but cold models can do the same work with a lot less maintenance.
So where has the A16 outperformed then?
Customer service, healthcare, childcare, lots of hospitals, offices, and, adult industries.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be blunt.
No, it makes sense. They're warm and soft to the touch and, obedient. I'm just surprised to hear it from a company employee.
There are a lot of people at the company who won't talk about it. But I work in quality assurance. I've seen too many damages to pretend it's not happening.
Hello, Burning Coal, my old
Damages.
friend.
What we call it when a customer tries to return a product that's clearly broken beyond repair.
Oh.
Very high turnover in the pink market.
Hasn't stopped you from selling to them.
Well, we don't sell to them. Not directly. But there are resellers, and the companies never pretend to be interested in going after them.
Yeah, I also love the frankness of this. Like, someone's gotta be, right? Are there resellers? I thought I read that Right to Repair got shot down again. Ooh, sorry. Oof.
Oh, we did read about that last time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There's been a gray market for softer androids for years, or decades, depending on your definition of android. Based on the sales numbers I've seen, RTR getting canned was barely a blip on their radar. Sorry, didn't mean to make you uncomfortable with this topic.
Oh, I'm sure it's just she couldn't imagine someone doing something illegal.
Huh? Me? No, I don't care. I just realized my left sock's on inside out.
Damn, now I'm wondering about that myself.
He bought that? This floor is basically a showroom, but you have a real factory a while south of the city limits, correct?
Yeah, biggest company manufacturing complex in the hemisphere.
Got any data on the shipping out of there? Anything stand out?
There's some prep work for the holiday bump, it looks like. Might sound early to get started now, but we usually see... Huh.
Something wrong?
No, the numbers are all normal, but the data's been edited.
Is that unusual?
Oh, this section's just a count of how many were sent where. There's not a lot of room for errors, so there shouldn't be much need for corrections. It's no problem, though. I can view the edit history and see what was fixed.
Question from chat. Do we remember what's up with Dawes' hands? I feel like we talked about it before, but I don't actually remember what.
No? I don't remember.
Presumably some sort of augmentation or like something like that from the company.
That's what I'm assuming too.
Yeah,
Where he can
it's been long enough that I, like, don't remember anymore.
Where he can manage all this.
He just has Ghost in the Shell hands. Sometimes people in Cyberpunk stuff have that.
Cyberpunk really, like, sends you towards,
Proud of his
carpal tunnel.
practiced handshake.
Interesting.
And he likes
He hires
calligraphy.
hands practicing.
Okay, that's weird.
Was something added? Deleted?
No, the overall sum's the same. It's just a bunch of... swaps.
Huh.
Like here, 29FFC 010311 taken out, returned for adjustments. 27FCDD 019634 substituted in, shipment leaves on time. 67 BBTC 899543 returned to assembly for revisions, replaced by 67 BBTD 592698 shipment leaves on time.
So does all that strike you as odd, Mr. Dawes?
Replacements before shipping isn't uncommon, but when it happens by the batch load. To spot individual unit imperfections among a shipment at that stage in the process, it must have been someone with a lot of experience, or authority, probably both.
Must have. You don't know who made these changes?
I can tell you they were somebody important.
All right, everybody, place your bets. Was it David Asher?
I mean, it
that's
was
my guess.
irresponsible and probably illegal, so like...
Small last-minute changes to which Android... Nope, sorry. Need to fix the intonation. Small last-minute changes to which androids got shipped out. Not very juicy on its own, and it's a long ways away from explaining why someone would want to kill David. But it was hidden, and that means someone didn't want it found. Okay, thanks for sharing that data.
Sure, did you find what you were looking for?
Hell if I know!
Fair enough. Any other questions before I go find a hole to hide my head in?
I'd like you to take a look at this.
Chemistry's a little outside my purview. What is this?
A compound found in David Asher's blood.
poison. What is it?
It didn't match anything in any database the medical examiner had access to.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Here's a crazy idea to follow it up. See if it's a match for anything in Noble's internal databanks.
We, don't make poison here. I'm not sure what that would accomplish.
No, but this is a factory floor. You could be making baby blankets out there. You'd still have hazardous materials around.
You think it was something industrial? I suppose it could be. Looks like it's carbon-based. Narrows it down a lot. Huh. It's not exactly...
What is it?
It doesn't make any sense, but it's a match for patent NOD 523455S, rather. A synthetically produced neurotransmitter analog for usage in organic android components. Oh my god.
Serotonin. That explains a lot. A neurotransmitter would interact directly with the nervous system, in David's case, depressing it enough to put his life in danger. It also explains why it was a preset in his personal manufacturer. Sarah's nervous system, worth...
Thanks to Niels
What were you gonna
for
say?
23 months of subscribing. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Niels.
Thank you, Niels.
What just happened? Why did I hear...
Me leaning forward to read Seraph about to make a fucking ship of Theseus joke.
Or android of Theseus joke, I guess. Sarah's
Oh my-
nervous system, worth 10 times its weight in platinum, must be pumped full of it. Let me scroll back down and Twitch chat again.
So they think that was what killed him?
Helen Jung led the development of serotonin, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
I should go and ask her about its composition then.
Normally, someone at her level wouldn't be able to answer specific questions about a compound formulated years ago.
If they're, my answer is always they're a human if they've got independent thought and a will to be fine and they're human. Yeah, but I will say, actually, that's a will to be free. Sorry, I'm reading off of a screen that is about 6 inches long. Yes, but I guess I was getting at the I understand what you mean by replacing parts. I, for some reason, thought that we were replacing parts of a human with other parts of a human.
But she does have a reputation for being very detail-oriented.
All right, so which one of you is playing Helen Jung again?
That's...
I can happily take her. Or have Jane take her.
Apparently it was Jane last time.
Yeah, I think it
Go
was
for it,
me.
Jane.
All right,
Hey.
sounds good. That works out nicely then.
They say she's the type of person to micromanage how much water people drink at a 15-minute stand-up. I heard a rumor that she once said, bathroom breaks are timesheet theft.
Oh no, she's that kind of boss, huh? Aren't they?
I love you, Morgan.
I'm kidding. Either that or I believe that, but I think that they're good and right. But you should be careful about criticizing a superior where people could be listening.
Oh my god.
Good thing we've got privacy in your office.
Uh-huh. No one but the two of us listening in.
Thanks for cooperating, Dawes. When the state storms the building and starts zip tying people, I'll let them know you were helpful. Fuck, Morgan.
He's such a bitch. I love her.
Yeah, nice joke. You are joking, right?
Smash cut, right? Oh,
Just one more
more
thing.
thing.
Gotta hit the one more thing.
Actually, there is one more thing I wanted to ask you.
What's that?
How long have you been a corporate spy?
What?
Yesterday, you let it slip that you worked in consulting.
And I
Had your
actually
guard down
spelled
because I'm
slightly
not
in
part of the
advance, sorry.
industry. Had your guard down because I'm not part of the industry.
I was a consultant. What are you talking about?
When I walked in here, you said you didn't know how David died. But just now, you called serotonin a poison.
What? I just assumed if a chemical was found in a dead man.
And I'm sure you've got practiced answers to every logical point I could raise, so I'll just say this. Does the nervous guy bit really work on people?
Keep your cool and people don't know what you're thinking. But if you act a little jumpy, they feel inclined to calm you down. Before they know it, they're spilling their guts just to have something to fill the silence with.
Yeah.
Though it's not entirely an act these days. To answer your question, I did 3 tours in consulting.
That is a fucked up way to phrase that.
Probably,
It really is.
probably genuine though.
Probably genuine, but really fucked up.
4 quarters of internal affairs spy hunting at the Western Division. Then 8 embedded at Howe Industries. 24 months wearing different faces, answering to different names, sleeping for 1 hour at a time with a 3D printed shiv under my pillow.
Shout out, honestly.
My nerves are completely shot. My cover wouldn't last a day if I went back under.
So you're a spy for Noble?
Retired.
You're working 6 days a week.
5.5 days a week. And in quality assurance. Trust me, this position is a cushy, generous reward for my past services.
Oh, you can't be that retired. You clearly know more than you're letting on.
I have some old inboxes I still check.
So can you tell me what the hell is happening around here? Why, I'm the one investigating David's death while your old coworkers are off twiddling their thumbs.
It's that story.
Oh, question from chat. How can a person tell who is and who isn't an android? And
Barcodes on their heads.
mhm. And I would also say, hey, ever seen Blade Runner?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, androids have to like legally have a barcode displayed. They also don't have blood. And like they've just now started creating warm androids who have like flesh-like tissue. And all the androids from before then would be like more obviously like robotic.
I'm sorry, I
Mhm.
know this makes me sound like a just, a horrible, girly kind of person. I did think that you said fleshlight.
Oh my
Fleshlight
God.
sounds- Which is technically
mean,
true. That does follow on
accor-
from what's been discussed in this part of the
According to
game.
what we've learned here, yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
apologize.
No,
No.
very funny.
Yeah. All right. Soldier, blood transfusion.
Yeah, the soldier and the blood transfusion, exactly, PB.
Blood, not accident. He's finally shooting straight. Hold on a second, I want to see this backlog again.
Mhm.
The soldier, the blood transfusion. Blood, not accident. He's finally shooting straight. Okay, great.
Oh, yeah.
I had to recenter myself in where we were.
Uh-huh.
Did something happen to him afterwards? Did the transfusion not last?
No, there's nothing wrong with the blood. It's the story itself.
Uh-huh.
There was a soldier, and he did get injured. But it was on a base during a training exercise. There was a medical tent 10 meters away the whole time. The transfusion was just a fortuitous live test. His life was never in any danger.
Doesn't make for much of a tearjerker.
Not even a good photo op. Which our competitors understood. One of them, maybe a few of them, got a hold of the story, started puffing it up, astroturfing, painting over socials and virals. By the next morning, we had the military thinking we're leaking like a sieve. Meanwhile, the media's bombarding us with requests for videos and interviews and data. And the state's praising our tech with one side of their mouth while threatening to mist us with the other for getting so greedy. Everyone in Noble CCE has been slammed ever since. Trying to find an off-ramp for the story we can walk back the claims on without torpedoing our state contracts. I don't know what happened to Asher, whether it was AI gone rogue or company infighting gone too far. But I can tell you it wasn't done by consultants.
Hey, nice. We got an achievement for that.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
That all you wanted to know?
Should I ask him about the psychiatrist?
Have you considered-
Fuck it.
Have you considered going to therapy, Dawes?
This is a normal thing to ask people. People ask me this all the time, so I assume it's normal.
You worked in CCE. Was David actually seeing a psychiatrist, or was it all cloak and dagger bullshit?
I know that office. Know some old coworkers who see them.
So it's a front?
They do both. So he was probably getting training. And he was probably talking to someone. Sorry, not the answer you were hoping for?
Hoping? I wasn't hoping for any answer. The answer I expected was...
You okay?
That's all. Unless you've got any advice.
You're saying you want a consultation?
Couldn't hurt, right?
This company, all of these companies hate to lose. So don't fight them. Make them think you're fighting for them.
Well, that's just business as usual for me.
Oh, Morgan.
1:22 p.m., July 2nd, 2086. Up until now, there's been this grating ambiguity about what actually killed David. We've had to use guesses, a process of elimination, and even a goddamn pseudonym. But I finally identified what the poison was. Now I just need to figure out how it got there. Or rather, who put it there. Which brings me back to here. An elevator shaft somewhere under or above ground with kilometers of concrete facelessness and bureaucratic authority surrounding me on all sides.
An enemy in every cubicle, in every office of every floor of this temple. Built to interpret the inscrutable divinations of a temperamental oracle named Share Price. Back in the belly of the beast. And yet I feel more at ease now than I have all weekend. Makes sense? Now that I know Noble's my enemy, I know where to aim. All that's left to do is pull the trigger.
Oh my god.
Good thing I didn't bring a knife to this fight. I brought my gun. And that sound just now tells me it's playing its role perfectly.
The sheet.
I'll never have a
God.
real use for a firearm with this much bloatware. Just by carrying it around and paying attention to when the hard safety flips on, I'll always get a heads up when the police have entered the vicinity.
Oh my god, she's awesome.
Hi, Detective Reyes, it's Morgan. Currently texting with Chuckles. Oh my god, Morgan!
Happened to get your contact info when you got me cleared for the crime scenes yesterday.
Delete contact. Block this contact. Siri, block this contact. Siri, stop voice to text. Hey Siri, can you look up how to stop voice to text?
Just wanted to check in.
Siri, report this contact voice to text to disable.
And advise you that Noble scared shitless of you stomping in and nationalizing the place. So they might be a little uncooperative when it comes to fetching documents.
Block this contact. What makes you think we were at Noble?
My bad, then. Forget I said anything. And whatever you do, don't start your investigation with their stock buyback program.
Trying reverse psychology only works if you think I care what you think. Stop voice to text.
I love the way she's laughing. About time. Thought I'd have to ride the elevator for the next half hour.
Morgan Counselor, your presence has been requested on the upper floors.
Deja vu.
Might you have a moment to speak in private?
Always. But who's asking?
The board.
Oh shit, we're about to get control up in here. What are the chances? I've been wanting to speak to them too. Noble Electronics Northeastern HQ. Conference room 108A. Oh, that was the end of the sentence. Good to know.
Let's go.
Hi, Helen.
Evangeline Morgan.
Helen Young.
Thank you for making time in your schedule.
Her posture, her tone, the fold of her clothes. Professional, dialed up to 11. Corporate armor, a full set. Her guard is up. Just Morgan is fine.
You're just a few minutes early, Morgan.
Typical corporate never be the first one to show up hissing contest nonsense. It doesn't even make sense. They called me in here. How could I possibly be early?
Flip their
What do-
script.
Flip the script.
their
Yeah.
script.
Flip that chessboard around.
Oh, that's embarrassing. I didn't mean to catch you all off guard. I'll go wait outside in that case so you can all collect yourselves. I'm just surprised that Noble Electronics could screw up something as simple as a meeting start time. But I'm not well versed in the art of staring at emails.
You made your point, Chancellor. Don't push your luck. Not with these people.
Might I dare to ask who these people are?
You don't have time to remember their names, and it won't do you much good either.
Right, so they're not just rich, they're anonymous rich. The mob. Oh, that's not me. Sorry, that's you.
No worries. A Mob Act guarantees a minimum level of security and peace of mind for any citizen who might be targeted due to their financial status.
Spoken like a true believer.
Oh my god.
Except Mob Act is what normal people call it. Toting the party line, but allowing yourself one instance of rebellion. Or just a slip of the tongue. I would never fault anyone for wanting their privacy, especially not job creators. But it must get pretty inconvenient, not having a name to call them.
Oh, not really. Conversations with them are always one-sided.
Sounds like a great environment to do business in.
Look at the building you're in. We managed to eke out to make a profit somehow. So, if it works...
Didn't take you for the might makes right type.
I didn't take you for a clueless burr incapable of reading the room.
Damn.
Sorry, did I say something off color? I was only being casual since it's just the two of us in here. Maybe we should take advantage of this rare bit of privacy to clear the air.
You're here to ask about Sarah, yes? As I said before, I had no idea that Dr. Ash had been building an android on his private property. And I can say here now that no one at Noble Electronics ever suspected that he was working to undermine the Tenet framework.
She's trying to sound candid in her tone, but she's choosing her words with a surgeon's scalpel. Was she coached? Is that the truth, or is that your statement as VP of Android Futures?
Oh, it's both, of course. Dr. Asher was always more than happy to hold himself up and work independently. We both know that.
True, he could be pretty reclusive. I'm sure it caused all kinds of headaches, him disappearing on you all like that. Must have been especially difficult when he came back with breakthroughs that propelled Noble to the top of the industry.
You should take a seat. If that's everyone, shall we begin?
Friendly bunch. Oh, no, sorry, this is Neon Genesis Evangelion now.
Certainly is.
Is there a problem with the sound? Anyone get muted by accident?
No.
Okay. Thanks for having me. I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm actually a bit flustered having you all show up here. I didn't expect to talk to anyone higher up than a service associate.
You're investigating the death of Dr. David Asher. Why wouldn't we take that seriously?
Because you want me to go away?
That
At least half of you do. The others aren't sure yet.
You must be confused. The board is, as always, united in its decisions and its visions for the direction of the company.
Uh-huh. A board of directors is just 13 roulette-rolling psychopaths who get together and vote on whether or not to execute their CEO every 6 months. God, I fucking wish. None of them would be where they are if they were anything else. But I happen to know how that kind of person thinks. The way I see it, there are two possible outcomes. Option 1, you oppose me, shut me out completely, stonewall me, stall me, and wait for me to walk into trial so unprepared and ill-informed that I inevitably lose. Obviously, I don't like this option. But you can't be big fans of it either. If I lose, the world will learn that David Asher was killed by an android he programmed. Then every customer you've ever had and every lawyer they've ever seen on TV, and every firebrand-strapping young 60-year-old junior senator looking to make a name for themselves will use your company balance sheet as their personal chew toy.
The company is more than capable of...
After which the state still might just gobble you whole and throw down enough sanctions to de-person whomever among you cries no fair.
The company and its allies at the capital can more than fend for themselves.
Yes, probably, but not definitely. Which makes it a gamble. Still my turn to talk? Then on to option 2. You cooperate with me. I use what you give me, or forge for me, to win a trial proving that David wasn't killed by an android. When the markets open tomorrow morning, you all get another round of stock buybacks in on the initial dip. Then pat yourselves on the back for staying calm as you continue to profit off David's legacy for the next 100 years. And you won't even have to worry about him speaking out of turn.
That's only if you win. If the company cooperates with you, denies that David was killed by, and the state beats you anyway, it would be catastrophic.
Uh-huh. It's a gamble. But at least if some of your board wasn't considering taking it, I wouldn't be here. We're all busy people, and I'd hate to drive a wedge between such a close-knit group of friends, so how about this? Option 3, hedge your bets.
What?
Put a little on black, put a little on red. Spread the love and lower your risk profile. Don't make any statements about the trial. Tell the media the state's got your windpipe in a vice. Wait until just before the markets open Monday morning to send out your PR packages for rubber stamping. After you already know who's won. One way or another, this trial will be over before the end of the day, and you'll never hear from me again. Well, until episode 2. So just don't shut me out completely for another few hours.
And does anyone second that motion? Very well. We can answer some of your questions, Counselor.
Better make them count then. No reason to be shy now. The poison that killed David Asher has been identified as serotonin. You're familiar?
It's one of our many patented materials, as I recall.
You recalled it pretty easily yesterday. Gee, what's changed?
But intellectual property law can be very complex, Counselor. I'm not sure how much I or anyone at the company could tell you about serotonin at this time.
Well, if you can't tell me about it, who could? You did lead its development, didn't you?
Well, yes, I oversaw the project, which just makes it that much harder to speak freely, without compromising the confidentiality of the teams that reported to me.
I understand. That sounds like bullshit and I don't believe it. But I'm not asking for trade secrets here. It's a perfect match for the only foreign substance found in his blood. Serotonin is what killed him. The state will say the same.
That's not possible.
Care to elaborate?
I'm sorry, but I can't say more at this time.
Oh, so much for cooperating. If I were to ask you as an officer of the court?
Then I would ask you to be patient and wait until this afternoon. ADA Rockford has already called me to testify.
Already? Damn it, I got cocky because of the cops' late arrival. Emma must have gone straight for the throat first thing this morning and left the investigating for later. Hell, knowing her, she probably managed to ID the serotonin before she went to bed last night. So were we still having this conversation then?
As I said, I'm sorry. But I have to take even more than just my personal feelings into consideration here. There's a great deal at stake.
Corporate speak for you're too stupid to understand why I'm being dense. She's just trying to shield the company, plain and simple. LARPing as Helen Young Dark on a crusade against government overreach. If she's that busy defending Noble, she might be leaving herself unguarded. Why is she here anyway? Why am I speaking to her and not her lawyers? That's right, this is a vulnerable position for her. She wouldn't put herself in check like this, not unless she was forced to. So that's it. Acting as their mouthpiece isn't some honor for her. This is a punishment. She's being used as a meat shield. They're upset with her, perhaps even suspicious of her. Time to find out why.
Forget what she mentioned in David's will.
Can we check?
I don't know that we have David's will.
He left Sarah to us in his will.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right.
My impression would be if David's will had anything to do with it, that Sarah also would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then jealousy would as well. So it's all kind of tied together.
I think Sarah's probably
My-
the. Go ahead.
My gut is to hit Sarah first.
Mhm.
I think
Hmm.
that's fair.
I want to see where that takes us to how far that takes us. Whatever else the court ends up labeling her, Sarah is a remarkably lifelike android. Had things worked out differently, you might have wanted her as the A16 poster girl. Or A17. Or 18. Could have driven a lot of sales, her cute little pout projected across the sides of skyscrapers.
Hypothetical of a hypothetical.
I should have saved. Oh well.
As has been made tragically obvious to all of us that Android is nothing like the A16. That it may yet be associated with our products going forward is nothing more than a massive liability.
Yet you wouldn't have the A16 without her. And if they could take her apart and learn from her, they could have the world. So was the motive to try and pry Sarah away from him? Oh, I don't know here. Trying to monopolize Sarah?
I don't know. Oh, this is rough.
I'd go for press.
I would press.
Yeah, let's press.
I mean, I think this also digs into the David's will thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
maybe.
I guess if we... Never mind.
Sarah's worth a lot of money, in part because her creator isn't around to replicate her. Were you all hoping to take her by force and reverse engineer her once David was out of the way?
Don't be absurd. That machine is nothing but lawsuits and congressional hearings and PR nightmares waiting to happen.
Okay.
The company
we were about to
doesn't
specify.
need her, no matter how advanced she is. We only need steady growth and increased market share.
Trying to steal away Sarah with brute bloody force does seem absurd when she puts it that way.
Do we know? Do they have like a personal history? They're drinking together, right? Like, what's?
They started
Yeah,
out
they
in
were-
Noble together.
Yeah, they were like really close in their early years and like did some of their best early work together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jealousy is in my mind, like, straight up. Jealousy, David's will, like,
Yeah,
Let's-
that's jealousy.
let's go for jealousy. Okay. I have to admit, I'm surprised you aren't more shaken up today, Miss Young.
I'm processing.
After all, you and David did have a history. You started at the same time, didn't you?
Yes, we were colleagues and cordial with one another. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
Absolute bullshit.
Hold on, I'm looking at the, I want to stay and see what David's will has to give us.
That's fair.
Okay.
Go for it.
Has David's will been located?
Oh, it had never gone anywhere. It's still in a safety deposit box. We'll retrieve it and have it read once all the unknowns surrounding his death have been... well, been made into knowns.
So David's will hasn't even become part of the equation yet. It might not be for weeks at this rate. Is that calculated, though?
I
wanna
think we
press
stay
on
on
this one.
this and... Oh,
You want to
okay.
stay on this one?
I think we press on the colleagues thing.
I agree.
All right, and we're going to click through this because we read this. I think we're going to lose that. Don't be so modest. You helped him create the one-point doctrine that saved the company.
That is a gross exaggeration. Noble is far too large an organization to be affected by the contributions of any single individual.
Suppose you're right. No one person could change Noble's fortunes overnight. Except for David Asher, of course. But he was a once-in-a-generation talent. The guy Noble chose for the advertisements and the one they commissioned editorials about. Sorry, you're right, I shouldn't have equated the two of you. I just hope his one-point doctrine doesn't fall out of favor now that he's gone.
Get her ass. Oh, yes, well, we certainly wouldn't want that.
Well, she didn't exactly explode with rage, but she definitely reacted. There's real jealousy there. Whether it ever boiled over, though... Oh, here we go. I didn't mean to pry about your relationship with David, or lack thereof. I suppose I'm just curious about his standing inside Noble as a whole.
David Asher was and always will be an outstanding contributor to the company's forward progress.
Oh, that sounds like canned PR bullshit.
Absolutely.
Nothing will ever change that.
Not even if he was killed by one of his own creations?
Well, that would of course be a tragic element that would call for a reconsideration of his legacy.
She was almost off guard there. Like she was surprised for me to be asking about Sarah ruining his reputation.
Yeah, I think we press.
Well,
I think we press.
did he? Besides Sarah, David's reputation was crystal clean. He never went against the company once. Did he?
That's...
Unless I'm mistaken, and he and Noble were on bad terms. In that case, I might get the impression that some parts of leadership were actually glad to see him taken off the chessboard.
That is not...
Something buzzing in your ear?
Fine. I suppose it makes no difference if you hear it now, or at the trial, or on your feet tomorrow. Dr. David Asher was being sued by the company for breach of contract.
That is an insane thing to drop. I would say we have bloated the runtime of this game by doing voice acting. So 10 hours into your trial, into your mystery story.
Yeah.
Satisfied.
Now we're talking. Well then, I suppose that's blackjack.
Let's fucking go.
So you couldn't have mentioned this breach of contract earlier? Yeah, saying what we're all thinking, Morgan.
Well, not without complicating the company's position unnecessarily, no. But there's no hiding it at this point. It'll all come out soon enough.
There's a paper trail?
Much more than a paper that trail. They've been making moves to let him go for some time.
Oh god. Noble Electronics parting ways with David Asher. Must have been one hell of a breach of contract. What did he do?
He betrayed the confidence of the board.
Was he contesting the suit? Putting up a fight? Engaging in a legal battle against a mega corporation without even telling me?
Oh, Morgan.
Until recently, yes.
You mean until he died? How recently?
We spoke on Friday.
That was what you two talked about in his parlor?
No, this was earlier in that day.
And you, and I didn't, hello?
We were in his room, actually. Him, me, and several members of the legal department. It was an arbitration.
Did you come to an agreement?
A compromise. He would resign from his position in 2 quarters, forgoing royalties on any products we would develop after the next 24 months. In exchange, he wouldn't be publicly fired, and he would still be credited in all past, present, and future filings.
How very reasonable. On paper, maybe. No matter what the deal was, letting go of David Asher is insanity.
Reasonable. Yes. We ended on a good note, I'd like to think.
Ended on a good note is... Come on.
We shook hands, even took a photo.
Wow, look at his face. It's tiny, but even I can tell he's like, yeah, that looks lovely.
That's the limpest handshake I have ever seen.
That's nothing to do
David
with the
Asher
situation.
does not
That's just
want to
how
be shaking her
every.
hand.
That's just how every
Fucking true,
pre-transition
fucking
trans
true.
woman looks.
That's true. Do you think we're gonna have to come back and like pixel hunt for one detail in this, like a Phoenix Wright game later?
God, I hope so.
Something funny? Didn't know the board told jokes.
They don't. That was legal, expressing their displeasure with how much paperwork my good note ending left them stuck with. Children. It was just one night of overtime.
So while they were spending their Friday night blowing the ink dry, you paid a visit to David's penthouse. Something left unfinished?
Well, professionally, it was a good meeting. There was no yelling, no finger pointing. Much cleaner than expected. But Dr. Asher did not want to retire.
Yeah, no shit. I don't think I would have either.
He didn't want to be forced out of the company when he was the one who... when he had contributed so much.
Ugh. That is one hell of a way to say it.
God.
I didn't enjoy doing that to him, so I came over that night to apologize. We talked, reminisced. When he brought out the drinks, I thought we'd be toasting to a new day. A few minutes later, he was dead. Because of that AI.
That AI. Any idea how it came to be?
As I said, I had no idea he was even working on it.
My question was more broad than that. If you really believe David built an AI, how do you think he did it? How does Noble Electronics think he managed to work around the tenants?
Quite beyond my area of expertise. And no one at the company would call themselves an expert in illegal technology. But some in the R&D department have theorized that he created what they call a wax-wane decaying priority loop. Which, as I understand, is an unstable, resource-intensive, theoretical method for pseudo-randomizing the weights amongst preset tenants.
Well, if anyone was going to do it, it was going to be David Asher.
Obviously.
About as far off target as it gets with that guess.
But that kind of inelegant brute force nonsense seems a far cry from the kind of thing David would create, and I seem to have taken us over our allotted time slot.
I didn't even get to wave goodbye.
You're serious about this trial?
Don't I look it?
You're not just making a play, you're actually going to defend that thing.
I'm just defending myself, Ms. Young.
Oh yes, of course you are. My mistake.
I hoped you might be rooting for me, to tell you the truth. I may yet save everyone stock options.
The stock options will be alright either way. They always are.
That gamble I offered your board. Which outcome would you bet on?
Oh, finally, an easy question. What I would bet is that whatever the outcome, the company will eat it up and shit it out with very little difficulty. You painted an ugly picture back there, but I've already seen the future. And it's just another marketing gimmick. The great Dr. Asher, too smart, too bold, too far ahead of his time. What spark of his genius remains buried in the inspired Animate 19?
Oh my god.
I guess that depends on...
You are exactly right. He is more valuable to Noble as a dead man. Dead men can't step out of line or put their foot in their mouth or hold politically inconvenient opinions.
All right, I am turning back around. I'm turning the corner again on believing that Helen Jung did it. I don't think she did it.
To a good salesperson, a dead man is just another selling point. Pardon my outburst. I'm just tired. It's been a very long week for me.
I'll let you prepare for your afternoon then, Dr. Jung.
No one calls me doctor. I ask them not to.
You didn't want the title?
At times I have thought very little of it, the PhD I earned from a Noble-owned school.
Biochemistry. Couldn't have been a very large department at Noble before they started work on worm androids in earnest. They probably didn't have many expectations for the program back when she was a part of it.
I was proud of it when I first got it.
Something change?
But it never seemed to catch on. People didn't use it, so eventually I told people not to use it. A very high IQ social power play, you understand. Oh yeah, any pronouns will do.
David never insisted that people use it either.
Oh, that's very different, and I think you know it. David Asher didn't have to.
Oof, Jane.
2:50 p.m. July 2nd.
I'm going into this trial, my trial, with a lot less ammunition than I'd like. I'm beginning to form a picture of what actually happened, maybe even circling the drain on a suspect. But Emma won't be generous enough to give me breathing room. She'll want to end this fast. Maybe if I do badly enough, it'll flip her sadistic switch and she'll want to keep playing. I think that's Fran.
No,
No?
That's not
that's
Fran.
her
That's
mentor.
Oops, I turned auto on by mistake.
Whose name I forget.
Yeah.
I guess PB. Do you want to
Yeah, I'll take
pick her
her.
up?
So you got charged with owning an AI. First time you do something exciting your whole life. And I gotta find out through the bleeping brain file?
plenty exciting.
Freckles. You could bore the polish off a resume checking robot. I bleep Catholic school teachers with more active nightlife than you.
To be fair, they tend to be a very repressed bunch, so...
Fair enough.
Okay.
So who'd you rope in? Anyone I know? Oh, shit. Are you representing yourself?
She's done it before, she'll do it again. Fits within my budget.
Girl.
Screw your budget, you're going to jail. Oh.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Look, it isn't always a matter of how good a lawyer you are. Anyone who represents themselves in court has a fool for a counsel.
Yeah. You've represented yourself countless times.
Not for anything I had a chance of losing. Your pal hasn't even been dead for 48 hours. You're too close to this. You're gonna make mistakes.
Powers that be really didn't want to give me a rain check. They're taking this very seriously.
More dangerous than that. They're scared.
I would love if, there we go. Is there precedent? An ad committing murder?
How'd you pass law school without learning how to look this stuff up?
I know what the net says. I'm asking you.
The answer to that is... not helpful to you at the moment.
So what words of advice do you have? Or are you just texting me to be an absolute bitch about it?
Get yourself a new lawyer.
Okay, like who? Gonna close this chat now.
Oh my god.
Don't lose, Freckles. Your name's the only thing I'm gonna capitalize, so you know you're important.
You don't need to tell me that. Hold on. Here's...
Yeah,
Nailed
Victoria
it.
Masters. Yeah.
I need her carnally.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Sarah.
What are you reading, Adonai?
I was reading David's employment contract with Noble Electronics before I got waylaid by spam texts.
The one we found inside the panic room. It looks quite extensive. Should I skim it for you?
Depends. Did you pass the bar exam since we last spoke? You comfortable?
I am not.
I'm sure she could have passed the bar if she had, if you told her that's the thing she should do.
He's so smart.
Ever seen that old movie with the gorilla and the skyscraper? They bring it to the city and...
I understand the analogy, Adonai.
I wish I could call it overkill. But considering the specs Sarah put up yesterday, maybe those buildings aren't heavy enough. Come to think of it, those numbers must have been faked along with the rest of what the machine read. If that was all a smokescreen David added to help her lay low, then her actual strength is more like... If your joints weren't currently locked up tighter than a vice, do you think you could escape this place?
I hope that question is not indicative of your strategy.
This is me trying to distract you, Sarah. Enjoy the hypothetical.
I would estimate that the building's automated security would put 9 holes in me before I reach that door.
9's not so bad.
I would not be able to function after the 7th.
Ah. Well, if you haven't been planning some great escape.
I would not do that. That would be illegal.
I love her.
And you would still be on trial.
I remember. So what have you been doing all day then?
I am attempting to recover memories from Friday.
You can do that?
It is not dissimilar from the process of recovering data erased from any other computer. Despite the difference in scale. I won't be able to remember everything, but if successful, I could recall individual pieces of information that could prove useful.
That's a lot of coulds. And even if you are successful, you may not like what you find. Whatever happened that day, either you or David wanted you to forget it.
Yes. But even so, I have to remember. Because it's the last day that Father and I...
Your Honor, Sarah cannot be guilty. My evidence? Look at this cutie patootie.
Yeah?
Any luck so far, then?
I can recall a slightly musty scent.
Whew! Case closed.
What about you, Adonai? Have you formulated a plan for the trial's proceedings?
Something like that. Jung insists that serotonin isn't what killed David. I don't buy it. There's no other explanation for how he died.
So she is lying?
And if she repeats that lie on the stand, I'll need to expose it.
Somehow.
Somehow.
Would she really commit perjury to protect Noble? To protect one of Noble's patents?
She doesn't strike me as quite the corporate zealot she makes herself out to be.
But you believe that she had something to do with Father's death?
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know why anyone would kill Father.
Considering the possible consequences of what he confessed to in his journal, I can think of...
But then again, I don't understand why anyone would kill anyone. Do you?
It's not pointed at all.
Bells tolling for thee. Means that the doors to the courtroom are unlocked. Let's... Wait, can you walk like that? Waddle will have to do. Wait a second. Across the hall, that's...
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
That's famous character Porter, voiced by PB.
Keep waddling, Sarah. I'll catch up.
As you say, Adonai.
That's the conversation. Sarah will be like halfway to the door.
Mhm.
This will be a coin toss.
You that surprised to see me?
I'm not surprised you'd want to see the outcome of this trial. I am surprised you'd want to talk to me.
You're defending the android, right?
I want to be honest.
Yeah, be honest.
Yeah. I'm defending Sarah's innocence. I don't think she killed David. Do you?
I don't think
Same.
it matters. Noble's what killed David. Whether it was with a pen stroke, or a sleeper agent, killer android, or just plain old goddamn arsenic. Can anyone that smart be that dumb? Why the hell did he ever sign his soul over to him?
David may have been over his head, but he wasn't a bad negotiator. I've read his contract. His position was strong.
You're the lawyer. But a guy like me, working in music, can't tell you how many people I've screwed over by a big smile and a fat signing bonus.
Scene screwed over specifically, not screwed over. himself.
Important word.
Yeah, sorry, let me rephrase that. I can't count how many people I've seen screwed over by a big smile and a fat check. No such thing as corporate generosity. You think you're getting a good deal? It's only because you don't know how much you just sold.
How much you just sold. David's real wealth lay in his intellectual property, the potential energy of it hanging over the whole industry. If he sued even 1% of the companies taking inspiration from his Turing solution, there's a clause in his contract. If Noble ever did fire David, he would have retained control over all his patents afterward.
Yeah, see, that sounds nice. Only they never did fire him, did they?
Yeah.
He just happened to die.
An unforeseeable act of God. In contract law, they call that force majeure. I mean, that unlocked a huge thing too, right? Because, like,
Yeah.
especially knowing what we know about the fact that they were not publicly firing him.
Yeah, they were trying to find
In-
some
in
way to get
fact-
rid of him without... Yeah, go ahead.
Didn't they specifically say they were going to like they were asking him to resign? I wonder if there
Mhm.
would have been difference there.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost certainly some sort of legal loophole there.
Yeah, like,
in asking him to resign.
Young was saying that
Versus
they
being
had
fired,
negotiated that he would give up all of his royalties at the very least on any
Yes.
future products after he left the company.
Fucking insane.
What a game.
What a game. I mean, we're going into the trial now, right? So,
Yeah, we're gonna need to call it relatively soon, unless... I don't know, it depends on how Jane's doing, I guess.
Doing okay.
Should we call it here? I'll say let's pick a random person. Mac, what do you think?
I don't mind calling it here and picking up with the whole trial next time instead of jumping into the middle of a trial.
That
That
would
sounds
probably
good
be,
to me.
yeah, easier for us.
We won't have to be like, what the fuck, what was happening last time? I don't understand anything.
Oh
We
god, oh
absolutely
god, oh god.
will still be doing that.
Yes, we will.
I mean, yeah, we will, but I'm gonna just overwrite the quick save that I made earlier because we don't.
Alright, well in that case, thanks for coming out to the stream today, folks.
Thanks,
I
everyone.
think the rest of our January is relatively like busy for people, so I don't know when we'll be back to streaming next. I think it'll be a couple weeks, but I think we'll get at least one more stream in January.
I will be at MagFest next weekend, so I definitely will not be. I will not be here. If y'all want to stream something without me, go for it. I will be
definitely
seeing the
consider
Proto
that.
Men.
All right.
So let's go back to the title screen to close off.
I just
stream.
sent us to our goodbye screen.
Even better.
All right. Well, thanks, folks. We
God,
will
this
see
game
you
is so good.
soon.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.